believe we are live now, live streaming. Let's get this bad boy going. All righty, so we got a good show today. Live out of Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Welcome to the Jersey Boys Sports Talk, hosted by yours only, one and only Byron Jones and Victor Rocho. Brought to you by the Sportscast. Today is September 30th, 2021. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the Sportscast and all your channels, YouTube, Periscope, iTunes. Also, don't forget we have a Jersey Boys Sports Talk podcast on iTunes. Go to iTunes, the purple little sign, click on that, look up for the Jersey Boys. You'll see me and Byron's faces. Subscribe, leave us a review. It'll help us out tremendously. And please subscribe to YouTube at the Sportscast. Click on notifications. You'll be able to hear us all the time. We stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. live on Facebook and on YouTube. So let's get ready. Mr. Byron, I understand we got some feedback, and I am ready to provide our devout giant listeners what they want today. Let's hope we can get some better feedback. How's that? Oh, man, hold on. I just messed something up. All right, so talk to me. How's it going?
Everything is wonderful. The weather is a nice 75 degrees. At night, it's been dropping to 50s. So we're good. I'm good now.
It's good, man. The pool is nice and cool. I still go in.
Really, man, the pool still. Everybody around here is closing up their pool.
They close up their pool? You mean the above ground?
Closed up tight as a drum.
Oh, I see. So let's go here. Let's see if I get this restream working. Giants. Oh, I see. It's in the wrong place. Hooray. Giants. Yes. All righty. So it's okay there now, right?
Yep. All good.
Getting cool. You getting that football October weather getting ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Great. So let's get this going. So now we got, we were trying to just shout out to our listeners to give us some feedback. I think it was a little hard to talk about the Giants, but I respect what our listeners are saying when we're having a rough season. And, pretty much we're going to be repeating a lot of the similar stuff, but I think we can get a little bit more in detail. So I got some pretty good information that I wanted to go over. I have the Excel you sent me. It's pretty good, but it's like not a lot of Giant stuff on it, so I'm a little confused with getting feedback from everyone, and then you giving me a bunch of stuff without Giants on it. So we can go through it. You put that work in, but I just wanted to give you the heads up.
Summary. That's why you talk about whatever was going on.
Right, except for, I'm going to try to get a little bit more in detail with, I don't know why my gallery view ain't working the way it should be working, but it is what it is. All right, so today, let's get this going, right? So today, let's talk about what do you think about the Manning cast featuring, this is Giant because it's Eli. Eli is one of my fan favorites, so and it's one of my favorites. So what do you think about the Manning fest? It's pretty funny.
It's pretty cool. You can see a different side of both of them. Well, Peyton's always been pretty funny, but you also see the different side of Eli. That he's pretty funny, especially when making fun of his brother with the sweat marks up on his shirt.
Oh man, what about his brother told me? Because you got that fifth grade little boy's medium little boy's pants on. Yeah. So Byron, I want to see you. Can you do the Dak move? Can you get up and show our listeners?
I'm good.
Come on, man. Come on. I want you to shake that hit.
There you go. You're good.
See if I can get. Come on. Come on, Byron. I'm Latin, man. I can shake that hip.
Well, I'm not Latin. Yeah, there you go. Knock it over everything. So.
My hip shoot so well that knocked my phone off.
There you go. Knocking stuff down. Way to go.
Come on, Byron. We want to see you.
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, man. Don't be like that.
Or I could turn around and do what Eli did during the course of the game when he was explaining, as far as the 9-year-old kids giving him the finger, when they played Philly.
That's funny. They covered it with Giant helmets.
Yeah, I wonder why. Because he got in trouble for doing what he did. Oh, are you sure I could do this? And he did it. Next, he had to apologize right after he did it.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I didn't see that part. I only saw the sports thing, and then they showed him. But and by the way, there was some characteristic of one Eli, and uncharacteristic of like the Mannings. Like I'm sure his dad was pretty upset with that, right? If you're gonna be on national TV and do something like that, so he's got to be careful.
Well, his father probably thought it was kind of funny too, but again, you're getting to see a different side of Eli, with this whole Manning cast.
And he did it. When Eli does something, he does it. He's got that like still little boy look, and he does it with kindness, right? He doesn't do it with any malice or malintent. He's kind of funny though. But I enjoy this side of him. He normally doesn't speak or anything. Peyton's been funny for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
And then those commercials are funny. When they go up. I don't know if you listened to like Steph Curry watching, doing the Subway commercials. You guys don't do that to Brady. And you got Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley's the one talking the commercial. He goes, "I take it you didn't see the other commercial." So I thought it's pretty good. I like what they're doing. And they're also saying that this is the first time, like ESPN normally, unless they have a proven show, they don't put a show on.
Well,
and this show's already up to over 1 million viewers.
Everybody likes what they're doing. It's pretty cool. It's different.
Yeah, it's different, and they're just mellow talking it out. So we get more views if you did the Dak movie. You got to do the Dak. Come on, man. In spandex. Do it in spandex.
Probably not.
No, man. Okay, what hat you got on today, man? Because everybody's making. By the way, I was getting comments. How many hats you buying with that? What team does he like? Who?
5'11" Tactical.
5'11" Tactical. All right, well, we'll be okay with that one. All right, so let's get right into it. Okay, so we got the Giants are playing the Saints. So I got here what we're going to see. We're going to give everybody what they wanted, and I'm going to need your help with this, Byron, because, I appreciate the listeners. We'd love to get some more comments coming in, but we're going to give you what you want. But can you see my screen?
Not now.
How about now?
Now I can.
All right, it's just taking a long time to load. What happened here? Did I have the wrong thing? Well, anyhow, what I pulled up was I had the Giants injury report. So if you notice, I did a little piece here. They're hurting.
Well, you got 3 guys on there. They got hamstring issues. How is it that you have 3 guys, 3 receivers, hamstring issues? How is that possible? 3.
Oh, man, but we got some of our defensive players. The Saints, here, I'm going to go into that right bit, but I just want to get, if I can pull up this injury report. We got a lot of guys injured, dude. Here it is.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is crazy. I mean, by the way, Dallas had that intercept, that pick 6. It would have been a different ball game. But look at these injuries, dude.
Yeah, we'll cover that later.
Let's look at these injuries.
Let's see. The first guy is a guard. He's a starting guard. He's the hand. That's the guy said it was going to replace somebody.
How you can see it?
Yeah.
So here's hand. He's did not practice. That was DNP, right?
Yep.
Okay. Blake Martinez. We need him. He's
done.
key.
He's done.
He's injured reserve. So look at that. Sterling Shepard. Hamstring. Who's done for the end of the year? Martinez?
Huh? Yeah, he's done for the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked him, man. Darius Slayton.
Yeah, look at him. Hamstring. Look at that. Another hamstring guy. There you go.
It's Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard. There's our receivers. What's LP?
Limited practice.
Limited practice. Okay, so his knee is like bruised or something?
Well, no, you figure he came, from knee surgery, and they probably, workload. You're not trying to kill him, the first 3 or 4 games of the year.
All right, but so he's still going to play. A D-back, which, we need. Byron, did you see all those drop defensive back? Oh, we already talked about that, man.
Oh, no, we didn't. We'll get to that, though. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we will. Okay, you got Nate, a quad, right? So we got another D-back, a D-back. So look, we got one defense. Look at all the offense. And these are key positions. They're all key positions, but the fullback, Galladay's got a hip injury now.
Yeah,
well, probably because he could have.
No, the same hip injury that he had last year when he was playing with the Detroit Lions. So, but we paid what, $73 million for this guy, and he's been hurt and will be continuing to be hurt.
Okay, what's that? Long snapper?
Yep.
Long snapper. He's got a knee. Another defensive back. Man, we were stacked. Hamstring. What's up with the hamstring? Are these guys just pulling up because they're losing?
They're not stretching. You know what I mean? They're not stretching. Huh? Got to stretch.
They're not stretching. Okay, Caden Smith, a knee, and then Tay Crowder. Isn't that one of our linebackers? Don't you like Tay Crowder?
He's the starting line. He's going to be the signal caller since Blake Martinez is not playing.
But he's got limited practice. Okay, yeah.
So he's going to be the signal caller. But they also have Reggie Ragland, the guy, the Alabama guy. So they'll be all right.
But look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if these guys are 5, 6. Right? At least 6 starters have problems. I don't know if the other guys are starters. You have to tell me that.
Yeah.
Right.
The offensive, he's a starter, the top guy. Blake Martinez,
7.
He's a starter.
I already counted him 7.
Blake's a starter.
What about these 2?
There are no starters, those 3.
So we got 7. And now we don't care about the fullback.
Starter. Ryan Logan's a starter.
Who?
Ryan Logan.
Ryan Logan. So that's 8.
Caden Smith is part of the 2 tight end package, and Tate Crowder is a starting linebacker.
Yeah, so we got 8 starters that have problems.
What do you expect when you're 0-3?
You do. So who do you have tonight to win the game? You got. This is a repeat of the national championship, right?
Yeah, Cincinnati's going to win.
Yeah, we'll get into that a little bit. Okay, well, look, here's the injury report, and this is a problem, man. That's a lot of players. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
They'll all play.
8 of the 13 are starters.
You know the one good thing? John Ross is off of the list. He's one of the receivers that they signed that runs a 4.2 40 that got from Cincinnati.
Ross? Really?
John Ross. He's a wide receiver for them. And they finally had him off the injured reserve list. So he'll be playing.
Well, hopefully, the guy from the Gators, was that Looney?
What guy? Oh, Tooney?
Tooney, yeah.
The only one that they gave him 2 touches the whole game. Not that it would matter. But, yeah.
Look, 2 touches, but he looked pretty good on the 2 touches they gave him.
Yeah, well, what about the rest of the game?
Well, I don't know. I don't know I think the jury's out with Judge. Anyhow, we're going to move on to this. But, again, that's 13 players. 8 of them are starters. We got Blake Martinez, that to me is key. He's out for the year. This is, we got major problems. At least, like you said, so does Chicago. So we get that number 1 pick next
year. Yeah, but as bad as we
that's easy for a quarterback.
Yeah, nah. Are you gonna start that again?
No. All right, we'll see. I'm just saying. I want a stud, man. I want a Justin Herbert. I want a quarterback that people are talking about.
Okay, well, who?
Right? In a positive manner. I don't know.
Who coming out?
No, I don't know yet.
I can tell you right now, the quarterbacks that are playing right now, that Daniel Jones is better than all those guys that are going to come out next year.
He looked pretty good. I'm gonna give him credit. That's one game. I'm not gonna.
Come back on it.
Yeah, I'm not on it. I'm not on the side. So look, we went through the injury report against the Saints. By the way, the Saints got some injuries as well, so it's not like they're not, but they are key guys, right? We've lost the last 5 games in the Superdome, bro.
Yes.
And then Alvin Kamara has eaten us up. And what do you think he's going to do to this defense? Well, that guy scares me. He scares me even last year when he was playing against the Bucks. Yeah, that guy is scary.
Here, think about this. Here, I'm going to throw this at you. The Saints have a top 5 offensive line and a top 5 defense. What do you think is going to happen Sunday?
I don't know, man. I don't even want to say anything
Come on,
anymore.
man.
I don't know what to say anymore,
Come
Biggs.
on.
I've been
Come on to
so
the dark side with me.
I've been good in certain areas that I was on, but I've been wrong more than I've been right. So right now, I don't know.
Do I have to bring it up? What did I tell you last week that what the Giants would do to the Falcons? What would happen? Then I picked the Falcons, right?
You picked the Falcons.
And
But
then
come on, man. That was another bad loss, though. I mean,
how was that a bad loss? How was that bad? I'm gonna listen.
Okay, we dropped the pass. We went offside. What else? There was who fumbled? No, it was just multiple pieces. We had fumbles, we had turnovers, and I mean, it was just bad. I mean, that game could have went either way. Those were two games. There was two games out of the three that we lost within seconds of the game.
Yeah, but how did we lose the last two games?
Defense.
Last second field goals, right?
Yep.
Because the defense doesn't stop anybody.
Right. Well, you asked me why we lost, and I said defense. Remember, I've always talked about the defense.
We don't have, even though it was like Ojulari, the kid from Georgia, has 3 sacks. He has one of these games, which is pretty good. But we don't have.
Yeah, that's a sack a game.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, but one. We don't have a.
Still, but one sack a game out of 17 is 17 sacks. That's all.
Yeah, but he's not keeping that pace. We don't
break a record.
Okay, we don't have a Khalil. The record's 22 and a half. Michael Strahan. But anyway, we don't have a finisher like Khalil Mack. Finisher, right? Myles Garrett. People have to game plan for him. Finisher.
No, that's not true. Chicago didn't game plan for him.
Who? I'm saying
Myles Garrett.
No, why not? How many sacks did he just have? He had 4 sacks.
I'm being facetious, Byron. Get it? They didn't game plan for him, and the brother had 5 sacks.
Yeah. Because
he made the Pro Bowl just for that game.
Yeah, we don't. The New York Football Giants don't have an outside rusher that anybody is scared of. They don't.
Dude, we don't have. Listen to me. We don't have an outside rusher. We talked about that, right? But we're not getting any pressure up the middle either. Okay, and then our defensive backs are terrible.
Did you just say
terrible?
Bradbury.
Terrible.
Bradbury.
They're terrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
Adoree Jackson, the guy that gave all that money to.
They're terrible, man. I mean, I was trying to pull up some clips. You said you wanted to talk about it. Did you not see how many drop interceptions we had? 3. Byron, that's a lot. Is that a lot or is it not a lot?
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's the game. Forget about the field goal at that point. It's not even a field goal issue. They dropped them in there. They dropped them as bad as our receivers are dropping.
Yeah.
Our receivers and our defensive backs are 2 positions where you're supposed to be able to catch, and neither one of them can catch.
Can't catch a call.
It is terrible, terrible, terrible. I don't think I've ever seen defensive back. I mean, you'll see a linebacker. I could see a tip drill or something like that. The balls are in their hands, Byron. In their hands.
So on defense, what's his name? Patrick Graham last year was the miracle worker and, did all kinds of crazy things to make him, top 10 defense. And this year, he can't find a clue to stop anybody. People are running wide open in the middle, wide open down the side. And it's like, okay, the secondary is supposed to be the strongest part of the team. Well, guess what? Not even close. Because when, Jabril Peppers is awful in coverage. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
Every time you see him, he's chasing somebody. So he might be out of there too.
Man, I just wish they would just catch a ball. I mean, just catch the ball. And the sad part is, you notice what we're not talking about?
What?
The offensive line.
We can get around to that too.
Right, you think about it, Byron. Is you hammer the offensive line,
and I'm going to continue to hammer them until it's better.
I understand that, but our losses aren't because of the offensive line right now.
But they're still not getting the push. They're still not getting the push for Saquon.
I'm okay. I got it. But Saquon's still averaging close to 4 yards a carry.
He's only carrying the ball 15 times a game. He's what did he have?
Give it to their way. Yeah, but look, carries, and look, you got to give him his total yards, his carries and his receiving yards. Okay? And every time we get something, there's a flag.
And where's the flag at? Offensive line. Hold it.
Yeah, that is true. that is true. Yes. But, hey, Daniel Jones has been able to, how many yards did he put up last game?
I don't know. But he's not the problem. They're not getting the push up front. And then you see they also signed Isaiah Wynn, offensive tackle. He was a problem. No, he wasn't a problem, but he was the number one pick for the Tennessee Titans a couple years ago. And he's had a lot of issues the last year. He was in Tennessee, then he went to Miami. He decided he didn't want to show up for practice or whatever. So he was traded there, and then they cut him in Miami. So we just signed him to practice squad the other day.
Is that Isaiah? That's Isaiah Wilson, right?
Yep, there you go, Wilson.
Yeah, Isaiah Wilson is there. It says Ross is returning, like you said, amid Sterling Shepard, Darius Dayton's injuries. We also signed an offensive lineman, Wes Martin, off of Washington's practice squad.
I didn't see that one, but I'm telling you, this is my other.
He's 6'3", 315.
The kid, the Wilson kid, the former number one pick, he's going to be starting by the end of the year.
What? Say that again?
Isaiah Wilson, the kid they just signed, he's a Georgia kid too, and he's a right tackle, and he weighs 300. He's a big kid. He's about 350. 6'7", 330. 6'7". He's a big kid, and that's what they need for right tackle, a masher. He's a masher.
And now we got a guy that's 6'3", 315 off of Washington's practice squad. And then we signed Amari Cobb. Are you familiar with Amari Cobb? And another offensive lineman, Sam Jones. You related to him? To the practice squad?
Probably not. Just because it's Jones, that doesn't mean we're related.
I don't know. There's a lot of you. A whole bunch of you. Giants placed team captain Nick Gates on injured reserve. That's the other offensive lineman, right? That's the guy you like, right?
Yes, I did. And they might be career ending according to Judge.
I can't get it. Offensive line is a practice squad. We're signing a lot of offensive linemen now.
Yeah. Oh.
Right? We're moving them to practice squad. Yeah, but Giants bring back special teams. Oh, we got a special teams ace, Nate Ebner.
Yeah, that's the guy that's hurt on the injured reserve list. On the injured list. He tried out. I think the rugby team. He was on the rugby for the Olympics.
Yeah.
And he just came.
Now back. we got another tight end, Ryan Izzo, to the practice. How many guys can you have in the practice squad now?
I think like 12 or either 12 or 20.
Oh, we'll make room for on a 16-man practice squad. Didn't it? It used to be 5.
Yeah. I think they doubled it because of everything that's going on in the world.
That tripled it. If it was 5 to 16, they tripled it. I mean, because shoot, at least I'd be happy making the practice squad. Now let me ask you a question, Brian. The guys on the Packer squad, they get paid, but they get like what? Like they still got to work at I
think anybody under 4 years gets a certain amount, like the $10,000 a week or whatever it is, and anybody with 4 years or more gets like 16,000 or 12 or whatever it is. But it's not a bad paycheck for a week. I'll take it.
That's $40,000 a month, dude.
I'll take it.
So, yeah, no problem. Well, you making that now in retirement anyway.
No, more than that. But anyway.
So, see what I mean? You're making more than 40 G's a month? Man, you got the life. Man, you got to send me a ticket. Hey, we're signing a lot. So I'm glad that there's 16 guys. So they're signing a lot of guys to the practice squad, and they're moving guys up from the practice squad. We've reached our max on the practice squad. So apparently not every team, they leave room on their practice squad, or they cut you off the practice squad and move you up. But if you go into the roster moves, all you see is OL, 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 OL.
I wonder why.
Yeah, but Byron, think about everything we're talking about, right? We've been talking about the fact that we're losing from the defensive side, and even over the last 2 or 3 years when we were just doing Facebook posts and so forth, I was yelling at everybody that when Eli was playing, the defense, we lost to Dallas 40-38. That's not an offensive problem.
The defense things.
It's defense. The defense is just bad. I don't even think I like any area of it. There's no pressure. I don't think Matt Ryan got pressured once.
Where's Leonard Williams?
He played.
He played, right?
He had a sack too.
Like I said, but he's getting paid a lot of money. He should be doing a little bit more. And Big Dexter is looking, he's looking to get paid too. And I never hear his name.
Well, also, like you said, though, they don't have anyone they have to worry about the other team other than Leonard, right? So I mean, they're going to block. They're going to block him. They're not going to let one guy get loose.
Yeah, but if you're blocking one guy with two people, somebody has to get free on the outside or in the middle. Somebody.
They're not. We're not. We can't even get a defensive back blitz to get through.
No, because they messed that up too. But
it's just terrible. But let's go back again. If you notice, we're not talking about the offensive line. We're not talking as bad as I was talking about with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones. My only pet peeve with Daniel Jones is I didn't like the way I felt that they did Eli bad. And that kind of offended me.
Are you still sensitive about that?
I'm always sensitive about my man Eli.
But they
retired his jersey and they didn't even,
do
a decent job there.
What happened at the game, man? You know what happened? The poor owner of the team gets up there and they booed the daylights out of him. I wonder why.
They should. We've been miserable for way too long, man. And then to treat Eli the way they treated Eli, right? All right, so let's go. He's against the Falcons. He had 266 yards, no touchdowns. He had a passer rating of 90, 0 touchdowns. But wasn't that when Galladay dropped the ball?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Dan Jones pretty big. He's 6'5". And then against Washington, there's another game we should have won. He had a 102 passer rating, 249 yards. And then against the Broncos, he had 267 yards. So his average passer rating is 94. I mean, that's not that bad.
Okay, all right. Let's stop right there because I got somebody. Okay. I got somebody who's going to say something. I know he is. So you're finally going to admit that Daniel Jones is not the problem. I want to hear that right
now. I will not. I will deny, deflect. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he's not the problem. I'm not saying he is the problem. I'm not still convinced.
Whoa. Back up.
I do not trust that kid until he proves me otherwise inside the 20, in the red zone, Byron. He's terrible.
That's not his fault. Not his fault.
Okay. What? Being inside the red zone and turning it over, throwing it an interception?
When did he do that?
Or fumbling the ball?
He fumbled the ball because of the bad snap.
He's just
bad snap.
Daniel Jones red zone stats. Let's go. Red zone stats. He fumbled the ball. He threw an interception. He did it last year too. It's not like,
But I ain't worried about last year. Let's focus on right now. So what you're basically saying is that he's not the franchise quarterback that everybody claims to be, and that they should draft the quarterback next year with the 2 number 1 picks that they're going to have.
I am saying I don't know who's going to be there next year. So if there's not anybody next year, but what I am saying is, Byron, out of all these good quarterbacks that exist today in the league, and you could just rattle them off, I don't think I've ever remembered this many quarterbacks this good. I mean, look what this kid Burrow's doing with a lousy offensive line. You know it. Lousy offensive line. He was getting hit. We thought he was hurt. He's tearing it. They're going to be 3-1 for the first time in a long time.
And they also have a better defense than the Giants. They have a better.
Well, I'm not comparing to the Giants. I'm just saying. But if you go, you got him. You got Justin Herbert. You have Patrick Mahomes that was young. You got Deshaun Watson that when he was young. When they think about all these quarterbacks that you can just keep going and going and going and talking about, man. It just here. Let's see.
And what all of them have a little bit different than he has. All of them have better offensive lines, and all of them have better receiving group.
Okay, Daniel Jones is like, he's like in the middle of the pack of red zone stats.
Okay, it is what it is.
Okay, and let's see who's behind him. Okay. Oh wow, he's ahead of the notable people. He's ahead of is Baker Mayfield. If you want to consider Carson Wentz, Mac Jones. Well, some of these guys are Tua. Your boy Zach Wilson. You still think he's going to be the QB quarterback rookie of the year?
Yes.
Yeah. I can't believe, dude. His stats are terrible.
I gotta ride it to the bitter end.
Yeah, you're crazy. Okay, the rest. Oh, look, Colt McCoy. He's still on the list. Yeah, no. He's in the middle of the pack of like all these quarterbacks. Most of them aren't playing. Justin Fields is here. Let me tell you who comes behind Daniel Jones in red zone. Isn't she? Quarterback red zone stats, passing. Okay, games played. Total TDs. Brady's got 11 total TDs. He's 19 to 20. You got a 70% completion rate. Kyler Murray, 64% completion rate. Inside the 20. He's got a 70. Brady. He's got inside the 10. He's got a 70%. Inside the 5. Inside the 5, Brady's got a 100% passing completion rate.
But
he's got 5 touchdowns inside the 5. Hold on a second. He's got 6 touchdowns inside the 10, and he's got 9 touchdowns inside the 20. Kyler Murray's second. Go ahead, Byron.
What do they all have in common? Every last one.
Offensive line.
And what else? Better receivers, right?
Jameis Winston's there. Josh Allen, Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow is up there. Russell Burrow, Aaron Rodgers. Let's see who has the worst. Let's see who is the worst in that 58%. Josh Allen is not that good in the inside the 20.
And he has good receivers.
And he's better inside the 10 and then inside the 5. Inside the 5, they're all good. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's see. Daniel Jones. Where are you, Daniel Jones? Okay.
You're being a Daniel
Jones. Daniel Jones. He's got a 0. He's 4. He's got the 0% inside the 20. He's got 30% inside the 10 and 20% inside the 10. No, the other one was okay. I'm sorry. It's totals inside the 20. Daniel Jones is 30%. Inside the 10, he's 20%. And inside the 5, he's 0%.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I don't understand how you don't get why would I be on his bandwagon when the red zone is where it happens, right? In other words, I feel more comfortable with him that we get into. I want the guy to catch the ball and keep running the end zone. Don't get caught before it gets inside the red zone. Because if you get caught in the red zone, anything's going to happen.
But how is that his fault that you got people that? How many passes have we seen they threw toward in the end zone, tipped up in the air or whatever? Countless.
You're still inside the red zone. You asked the question. That's my question. I don't trust him. I don't trust him in the red zone. I mean, let's see.
Okay. I threw this at somebody else before.
Okay.
Since you don't trust him, what quarterback? And I'm gonna give you, for this weekend, a little assignment. You can look that would be better than what they have now. Matt Corral, the kid from Ole Miss, watch him against Alabama tonight. Well, on Saturday.
Okay. They look pretty good. Most of them
I haven't seen any other quarterback that's in college right now that is better than him right now. That they, if they're going to not trade, but draft. I don't see them drafting a quarterback next year. Ain't happening.
Well, how many first-round picks are we going to have next year? We're going to have Chicago's.
2.
And ours, right?
Right.
Unless I don't know. I think they need to do something. I think we talked about this before. The word on the street was that if we lose against the Falcons, heads are going to roll. I don't think I've seen one head roll or even talking about a roll. I don't know. I didn't see nothing. Did you? Because you're up there.
Nothing.
Okay.
What do? You can't. The only thing you can do is fire the general manager now. You can't fire the OC right now, Garrett, because that's the only offense they know. And the only thing that's going to happen is that Kitchens is going to take over. As far as calling the plays, it's still going to be the same system they're running. The system ain't going to change because that's what they put in. So all you're going to do is you're going to fire Garrett, but then you're still going to run a Garrett offense. So what's the difference?
Garrett's on the heat too, man. I mean, that's an indication of how long or how bad that the Cowboys held on to him for. He should have been released earlier.
No.
And I'll tell you what, I'm disappointed. I thought Garrett would, in his third year, no, I mean, Daniel Jones is done okay under that system, but we're either hurt, we have no offensive line, so I mean, and Barkley's just coming back. Yeah. So, by the way, Ezekiel looked pretty good this week.
But what did they do when he was the head coach of Dallas? What did they do? Run Zeke, throw a curl to the tight end, Witten, go deep, throw it to Dez or whoever had they run the same offense. He's running the same thing. Run Barkley. Up, throw it to the tight end. Up, let's go deep. The same offense that he ran 10 years ago. It's the same thing. It hasn't changed at all.
Well, what are they saying in the papers down there? Are you reading what's happening in the papers, like with Judge and the discipline? I mean, that's a terrible. I mean, it's bad enough to be dropping passes and balls and not giving protection, not being able to run the ball, but the discipline on that team is horrid.
Judge is on the hot seat up here.
Good.
It's scorching hot because he came in with all that tough guy stuff and making them run laps for not being disciplined. And you know what? You take that and throw it right out the window because they're probably the most undisciplined team in the league. They're awful.
What do you think about Gettleman?
Gettleman should have been gone last year. But the whole problem is that if they fire Gettleman and they bring in a new general manager, the general manager should be able to pick his guy, his own coach. So it might happen where a new guy comes in and he doesn't want Judge and he wants to hire his own guy.
Well, we got a tough road ahead against us too, right? Because who do we get coming up? You got your pieces, right? So let's get into your summary now. Hold on. And let me tell you, Jalen Hurts looked as bad as
Well, most of the stuff he got was at junk time. The end of the game. The Dallas Cowboys look good offensively and defensively. They look pretty good. You have to admit it's the truth that they did.
I'm impressed with their defense. Their offense, I knew was going to be good. I didn't think their defense was going to be.
And what guy we have gotten that we had a chance to draft that the Dallas Cowboys took right after us? Who was that guy? I wonder what.
Micah Parsons.
There you go. What is he doing? He could play D.
He's going to be rookie. He's going to be rookie of the year.
Yes, the kid is.
By the way, that we agreed on that pick though.
Yeah, I know.
We agreed on him being defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Right. I said Mac Jones, which I may be wrong, and you said Zach, and you may be wrong. Who are the other quarterbacks?
That's it, pretty much. Or Trevor Lawrence.
He's not doing too well. He's got 7 interceptions.
Yeah, and Zach Wilson does too, 7.
Yeah, but I think I'll take Trevor Lawrence over Zach. But I think that Urban Meyer is just not going to make it as an NFL coach.
Now he might mysteriously disappear and end up at that USC job.
Yeah, I don't think the NFL's for him.
No.
I don't think he already had issues. So we got the Giants, the loss summary we already talked about. We got Joe Judge on the hot seat. He should be. They're terrible. They're undisciplined. We lost a game on special teams, and he's a special teams coach. Our special teams doesn't seem to be doing much. I mean, he needs, and it's sad. I thought he was something. I thought we had something there, and I guess we all questioned why you would take a special teams coach to be your head coach.
Yeah, but it's happened before. Harbaugh from Baltimore Ravens, same thing. He was a special teams coach.
Yeah. Okay. And then Washington's defense is not looking good, man.
Yeah, I guess Chase. What's his name again? Chase Young.
Chase. Yeah.
They're overrated. Whatever. Looks. He's not the guy. And then Buffalo looked pretty good. Josh Allen put it on them.
He put it on them.
Put it on him.
Put it on them. Now I go back to that AFC East. That's why the Dolphins need to do something because. Now it's going back to a one dominant team.
Yeah.
Because New England looks terrible, and they're going to get blown out this weekend.
I forgot they play your Tampa Bay back Buccaneers.
They won't get blown out.
Yeah.
My boy AB is back.
Yeah.
Gronk wants to spike a touchdown in the end zone. Brady doesn't even want to talk about it. He's just going there for business. They're staying in Rhode Island. They're not even staying by there.
Well, keep it moving, man. I'm going to get back to Tampa.
Okay, Dallas versus they look good. I mean, that pick six, I mean, I didn't even watch the rest of the game because when I saw them dominating and then Justin Jalen Hurts just playing the way he was been playing, it just was terrible.
Yeah,
he couldn't even keep his poor defense. They put up a pretty decent fight early on, but they needed one score. You couldn't keep them. Dallas defense took them off the field.
Yep, they were that defense. You figure Dan Quinn and Micah Parsons. There we go. The power rankings. Look at that.
All right, power rankings. Look, hey, wait a second. I'm a Matt Stafford fan, right? I still don't think Tampa over them, but I've always been a Matt Stafford fan. Remember, he's a Georgia boy, right? And Georgia's my team. So I was a Matt Stafford fan, but I think that I still think that it's a game. It's no big deal one way or the other. We didn't have John Paul Pierre didn't play. They didn't have all their players.
Are you making excuses?
No, just it is what it is. There's times you lose to teams in the regular season, you just smoke them in the postseason. Yeah, so I'm not too worried about that. But I'd like to see Stafford do well. But I said it, he's going to do well over there with Sean McVay and that team. And
what did I pick? Who did I pick in that game?
You did pick the Rams.
Okay, I thought so.
But I ain't going against the Bucks, regardless.
Why not?
As the season progresses, then I'll look. I didn't know Antonio Brown would have a problem. I didn't know John Paul Pierre. I still wouldn't go against him.
What did I tell you with Aaron Donald? What was going to happen? If you get in Tom Brady's face, he folds up like a tent. The New York Giants, I've seen that. They saw that 2 times in both Super Bowls. If you get in his face, you're going to beat him.
Mm-hmm. It's okay, but they also put up some points. The Rams looked pretty good. I mean,
Who won?
The Rams.
Okay.
All right, so you got Bucks at number 2. You got Green Bay. Hey, you got to give Aaron Rodgers credit. They gave him a lot of heat, like he was nonchalant, like he didn't care, blah blah blah. And man, he is torching everybody up. And Dante Adams, right? Is it Dante Adams? That's his boy, man.
He lightened up.
That guy said, wherever Aaron goes, I'm going. Did you know that?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how Green Bay looks at that too. He ain't going anywhere.
I'm just saying to you, he wants to go with his boy. I don't blame him. I think my face froze there for a little second there. And then you got the Raiders up there. Buffalo, I'll take. I get the Raiders still. Yeah, hey, I believe in Gruden.
Look
But
at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Carr's putting up about 300-400, 300-400 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
The defense, their defense is a lot better than what it used to be. So don't sleep on those Los Angeles,
Las Vegas
Raiders.
Yeah, I would say they have and what's surprising is they're like in a COVID haven. Like Nevada's under a watch.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Yep.
And you got Trevor Lawrence is scrambling. He's got the first down. Scrambling for the first down. I like to see that kid do good. I hate to see him go bad. Okay, so now you got Dallas at 14. It's impressive. You notice everybody. The problem with that's the reason why most people, especially in the NFC, hate the Dallas Cowboys. Is the second they have any inkling of being okay, they're already predicted to go to the Super Bowl. Even Stephen A. Smith jumped the bandwagon.
But they do have a high-powered offense. They got three. That kid D.D. Lamb is a beast. He's the true number one on that team instead of Amari Cooper.
Mm-hmm.
D.D.
Lamb is good.
And what's the name? Tony Pollard, the running back. He should be starting, but it's still Zeke's team.
No, but Zeke came to play.
Yeah, I wonder why, man.
He came to play, man.
Yeah, because he heard in the background, man, this kid's getting ready to take my spot. This guy going to take my spot.
That's what they said. They said it's too much noise to be talking about this kid taking my spot. Zeke came to play. I'll give Zeke a little bit of props for that game against Philly. Even though I was rooting for Philly. Man, I'm still frozen, aren't I?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do something. Stop video, and then let me try to start it. How about now? There we go.
Yeah,
all righty. He looked good. Zeke looked good. He pushed the thing, and they said the same thing. Zeke must be hearing all those whispers in his ears that this kid should be playing. So you got the Giants 3 from the bottom, 3 up from the bottom. And you got Washington pretty – wait, time out, but you predict Washington to win the conference.
Well, so far they haven't looked so, they didn't look too hot.
You did pick them to win the conference.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still got my Giants to win the conference.
I also said the Giants are going to win anywhere between 7 to 10 games, but they ain't looking too good.
No. You said 1-16.
No.
Uh-oh. They just scored a touchdown. Jacksonville just scored a touchdown. I don't know how. I didn't see it. You said, I got you on from last week. You said they were going to go 1-16.
You want to know why?
Hold on a second. Let me see where it is. We got boom. Oh, it was a run. Robinson. You got them at 1-16. You got the Lions below them, so you see that kid ain't doing anything over there. Jacksonville, I think, is bad. You got the Jets dead last. And you still think Wilson's going to be rookie quarterback of the year.
He's going to turn around, man. That's all that matters.
I think that I just think that team is just ruining quarterbacks. I mean, they should just leave a quarterback alone for a while.
Yeah, but then you got Sam Darnold goes to the Panthers and they're 3-0 and he's playing pretty good.
It's my point. Yeah, and he's playing good. Yes, he's playing really good. He's not just playing good. And that's my point. You're hearing this Sam Darnold guys. You hear these guys. You're not hearing people. You hear some good stuff with Daniel Jones. Just I still can't. He hasn't won me over. And the sad part is I don't need him to be these other guys, right? I just need him to be able to not mess up in situations where he needs not to mess up, right? I mean, you're starting to see Patrick Mahomes is, all that stuff that people weren't used to. It's like, that great pitcher that comes in the first year is throwing 98 miles per hour, fastballs, and then the following year he comes in, and now batters are used to it.
Yep.
Right? Mahomes made some mistakes. I mean, he's throwing some bad balls.
Oh, isn't that up under there, the 2 games? Down. I mean, down.
Down, you mean?
Yeah. Look at that.
66-yard kick, Baltimore Ravens. Oh, yeah. That was crazy.
That guy.
But the Ravens lost. The Ravens lost.
No, the Ravens won.
Oh, they won on a field goal though.
Yeah, 66 yards back. Because I was sitting there, I was watching, I'm looking, and you can see where the ball, and it looked like it dropped in front of the goalpost. Next you know, it hit the goalpost and bounced over. That was pretty cool.
Man, that was also pretty lucky. And then you got the Rams we just talked about. Like I said, I'm confident in what Brady and these guys are going to do. I still believe they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. Kansas City, I'll be honest with you. Here's another thing. Wait a second. So we're clear. The defense of the Washington Redskins has fallen. The defense of Tampa Bay has fallen. The defense of Kansas City is fallen, and they weren't that good in the beginning.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Signed Richard Sherman today too, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I tell you, yep. So and he's going, and you know why, right? He wants to go get a ring.
He's a 32-year-old cornerback that runs a 5-flat 40. So
he does run a 5. I think he's going to do well there. I like Sherman. He may have gotten in trouble with some stuff. He's still a Stanford grad. That guy's a smart dude.
Yeah, he's smart enough to go to the right team.
He's smart enough to the right team, exactly. And we'll take it because these guys are hurting. But the Chargers, may I tell you, that kid Herbert is something else, man. He's the real deal.
Oh, without a doubt. And guess what? He should have been a New York Giant if he had to went back to school.
Okay, it goes back to saying, would you have taken him over Daniel Jones?
Yes.
Exactly. That guy is a beast. He is a beast. And I'm hearing things like from they're talking about Joe Burrow, they're talking about guys like Herbert, that these guys are so confident and with their teams, and the coaches are so confident in them. Like they'll come over, like Joe Burrow. I forgot who's the good receiver on the Chase. Is it?
Yeah, Jamari Chase.
Jamari Chase. They said Burrow came down like on a third down or whatever it was deep down. He goes, "I want an out. I want a deep out to Chase." The coach said, "Okay, bang, threw it, touchdown." Those two becoming closer and closer and closer. I'm hearing the same thing with Herbert. Justin Herbert's coming. He goes, I want to throw to this guy, and this is how I want to go for it on fourth down. No problem.
Well, Chase and Burrow played together at LSU, so they have a connection.
Okay, well, that's good. They look pretty good. I like Burrow. I want to see that kid do good. I don't want him to get hurt. Some guy's name is Sample. on the beat. All right, so what do you think about Kansas City being 1-2? I mean, I wouldn't have predicted the way the conferences are.
Their defense is killing.
Their offense ain't doing too well either.
The defense is the biggest problem. They're not stopping anybody. Who have they stopped? Nobody.
So who do we got coming up this week? Did you have that on your list?
No, the Saints.
No. Huh?
The Saints. Let me tell you how bad we are. We're so bad they won't even put us on TV, for like the regular games up here. You know that?
Oh, it's blacked out?
Yeah, blacked out. They just won't even, it's blacked out, white out, whatever you want to call it. All I know is that they are not playing that.
You cannot get local games, giant local. I got to run to a bar, a friend's house who's got direct TV just to see them play.
Yeah, well, I got to live stream it on something I found and watch the whole game. But it's just weird that, all beginning of the season, can't see them. Unless you're, up in that area, yeah, you can see it. But down here, no.
Hey, can you see me?
Yeah. You're fading.
You can see me?
Yeah, I can see. You're fading into the dark.
Like the Giants.
Yeah, them too.
All right, so what do we got? What's coming up?
The Saints. You froze again.
But I mean, yeah, it's just I got too many things open.
Probably.
What's the schedule like?
We can 0-9 by the time we reach the Eagles. You're laughing. I'm serious. Look at the schedule. Pull up the schedule. Look at the schedule.
I'm doing it right now. NFL.
Pick one game that they could be, that they possibly could win by the end of the year, or by the time they meet the Eagles. None.
You never know. All right, this is what we got coming up this weekend. We got the Titans at the Jets. Jets gonna get smoked.
right?
You got the Lions and the Bears. Okay,
The Lions are gonna finally win one.
I think the Lions are going to win that game too. The Colts and the Dolphins.
They both stink. I'll go with the Dolphins.
Both stink. I'll go with Dolphins. Okay, Browns and Vikings. I'm going to go Browns. Vikings look good though.
Yeah.
Washington against Falcons, against two lousy teams.
Washington.
Well, I'm going to go with I'm going to go against every NFC East team every time.
Washington has a better defense.
Okay, I'm going to go Falcons. Texans and Bills. Bills. Mm-hmm. Giants and Saints.
Saints.
How many touchdowns do you think Jameis Winston is going to put up?
Well, he's going to throw 2 interceptions, but he's also going to probably throw about 3 touchdowns. So.
No, but his interception to take TDs isn't so high right now.
Not yet. It's coming.
Don't say that. He didn't do too pretty bad. Panthers and Cowboys. I'm going with the guy. Now that
where they playing?
This is the Panthers and the Cowboys.
Where they playing?
To me, this is a determination of how good the Cowboys are.
Where are they playing though?
In Dallas.
They're going to win in Dallas.
No, I'm picking the Panthers. I'm always going against them. Seahawks, 49ers. I want to say 49ers.
Seahawks.
All right. Cardinals against the Rams. Ooh,
Rams.
That's a good game. Really? Yeah.
Where are they playing at? Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Rams.
I'm dying to see that. Go to that stadium. Yeah, I'll take them too. You got the Packers and Steelers. That's easy. Packers. Steelers are disappointing. You got the Broncos and the Ravens. The Broncos are surprising.
Yeah, but the Ravens, they'll right the ship. They'll be all right. The Ravens.
Nah, I'm going to pick Broncos. The Bucks have paid. At least by 2 touchdowns. Buccaneers.
I'm going to go with an upset that the Patriots win.
That would be the story of the year. I cannot imagine Brady's going to lose. I have Gronk, AB. Think about all the players that got grudges.
Why would they have a grudge?
Brady wanted to keep AB. They let him go. Gronk said, "I'll never play football again for them." Homecoming. Brady come back. I'm going to play for you, Brady. Brady left. Brady's dad talked. This is personal.
I'm going with
Brady. Brady was like, "Look, this guy kept treating me like I was still his first year quarterback." No.
Bill Belichick is
man, did you see your boy Arians?
No.
He's talking smack against Belichick. Belichick, well, whatever they run, running the ball, and the passes they're doing. It's pretty much offense we were running or something like that. And Arians goes, "What?" Because I don't think so. Ain't the offense that ain't the same offense you ran when Brady was there. Brady throw a lot more downfield now.
Yeah, it don't matter though. He can talk all smack he wants. Belichick still has 8 rings though.
Yeah. Okay. He's got 6 of them with the quarterback he lost.
Yes.
All right. You got the Raiders and the Chargers. That's the game of the week there. Yeah, but that's a game. Yep. Would you agree?
Yep.
That is a game. All right, and then the following week, got Rams and Seahawks. Let me see who the Giants are playing. Oh, man, it disappeared over my games.
Let me see.
Giants.
Giants. What are you playing?
I'm trying to find it. It's not letting me go any further. All right, well, we're going to be wrapping this up. So we summed it up. We got the Giants injury report. We got 8 of 13 players or starters that are injured. We got maybe 3 or 4 of them just have light practice. We're at capacity for our practice squad that we now know is 16, and it used to be 5. So that's pretty good. That means more guys have the chance to make it.
Yeah.
And I think you need that, particularly with the injuries and so forth. I was always wondering, how can you have a practice squad of only 5 guys?
You don't want to pay all those guys that extra money.
Huh?
You don't pay them all that extra money. That's why they only had 5.
I know, but I think that's crazy, right? You got to be able to have enough guys to field something, right, to play together. So we have that injury report coming on. We have some tough games coming against us. We have the odds against us against the Saints because we've lost 5 straight there. Alvin Kamara has eaten up the Giants over the last 5 years. So we got some worries. So let's just see if we just keep the game close. We'll be pretty happy. And then Dallas against the Panthers, man. I just think that's the game.
Yep.
That's the game. Now we're gonna see. Let's see if the hips don't lie. All right. So let's go back to I want to go back and remind everybody of the Gary Sinise Foundation. We always love his word that we say. We've been promoting the Wounded Warrior Project. Don't forget it's Spanish Heritage Month. Next week I'm probably going to mention, how we did athletes from Perth Amboy? I'm going to mention some Spanish people from our hometowns, Spanish people from our hometown that has contributed to a lot, like Judge Eddie Rodriguez, and there's quite a few from our town there. So freedom and security are precious gifts that we as Americans should never take for granted. We must do all we can to extend our hands in times of need to those who willingly sacrifice each day to provide that freedom and security. While we can never do enough to show gratitude to our nation's defenders, we can always do a little bit more. Gary Sinise. That's the GarySiniseFoundation.org. Try to contribute something there. The Wounded Warrior Project. I think our first responders need it more now than ever. Our military, with a lot of things that are coming back from Afghanistan, but particularly with the spike in COVID, is pretty bad. So our first responders really need some help. The hospitals are getting overcrowded. Look, we got to do more for each other. That's the bottom line. And then, gun violence. Gun violence has gone through the roof. The death rate has gone through, and this is criminal death rate, not COVID related, right? I mean, there was a shooting at a birthday party down here in Florida. There's like a shooting every other week, and it's like internal at parties, at funerals. I mean, they're going, huh?
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the kid from Kroger, like you had said, and that's why they should just let everybody carry guns and have them carry it unconcealed, open carry.
Yeah, that way you'll know, I can't rob this guy. This guy got a gun.
Yeah, and not only that, now a person has no problem getting involved because they got a gun too.
Yeah.
So all righty, Mr. Byron. Let's hope that we gave enough for our Giant fans. Again, we like all your comments and responses. Please let us know what you'd like to hear, more in-depth details. See if we can get some little sneak previews of stuff that people don't know about. But I do believe we need to make changes have to happen in the Giants organization right now.
Yes.
Because this is just bad for 2 years. You can say as much as you want about Eli. We were never this bad 2 years in a row that bad.
It was close, though.
No, it was never 0-0 and 0-0. Never. Not with Eli. Okay. And I'm going to defend Eli. I'm going to defend Eli till to the end. That's it. That's all I got to say. So, and I like their show. So watch their show on Monday nights. Get ready for this tonight. Watch the rest of the game tonight. I'm pretty excited. And Byron, as always, you've been great. That was some good stuff you put together. I think we how do you feel? We did better. Talk a lot more about the Giants today, no?
Yes, a lot more about the Giants.
All right, good. That's what it's about. Big Blue, baby. Big Blue. Still a believer. And I still I'm still want to watch him. And I want Saquon to have a good year. I don't care what happens then. I just want him to have a good year. That's really what I really care about. But I still think we got a chance. We just got to hope these other teams lose.
Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive, brother. All right, man. Love you. God bless. Stay safe. Say hello to the family, and we will see each other next week, brother.
Yep. All right.
Peace. Peace.
Over and out.